Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Collaborative. This is episode 6, and today we are going to be continuing installing Parse. Today's lesson will mainly be getting a user to sign up in Parse. So, if you know what you're doing, great, then why are you watching this? Well, maybe to help me out because I'm still learning. So, first things first, pull up the, Chrome browser or whatever you use and look at parse. If you go to users on the left hand side here, this is what we're going to be doing, signing up a user. Make sure it's on Swift, and we're going to be doing this. But this is not what we want, because this assigns, the problem with this documentation, okay, yeah, this is signing them up, but this signs them up with a user, this person with a username, this password. Cool, but I want it to be the current user person, because I don't know everybody who's going to eventually sign up. So Parse, if you're listening, why do you show me documentation like this? Maybe experienced developers know how to use it, but I don't. So I've had to do a lot of querying, a lot of finding other guides, and put together something. So, well, not really put together something. It's off the top of my head. That's kind of the part of me learning. So here we go. First things first, we need some view controllers to control all of these things. So I'm going to go ahead and create a new file, and this is going to be an iOS source, Cocoa Touch, and this is going to be, oh, what? I'm going to cancel that. Let's go. Okay. New file, source, Cocoa Touch, next. You can change it in here. So we need it to be a UI view controller. UI, there we go. Make sure you put the UI view controller. And what ours is going to be the sign up view controller. We don't need a zip file. That's the XIB one. Swift language. Make sure you add it. Yeah. You should be checking all those little things. Make sure nothing's different. But, oh well. So we just made a new file called the sign up view controller. We need to go first. I'm going to import parse and import bolts. You don't need to import the parse UI because UI parse, because we're not using that today or on that screen. And then we need to connect it to our storyboard, right? So in sign up view controller UI, we're going to put sign up Am I finding it? Yeah, sign up view controller. Sign up view So it doesn't want to go. Oh, because I'm putting it to the view, not the view controller. So yeah, so make sure, that's why it's probably best practice to, instead of trying to click on this and add it, just go to the left hand side, go to this, what's it called? Hide document outline, the document outline, and just go directly to the view controller. So my view controller is seeing this is the view controller I want, and in here I can hit sign up, bam, pops right up, no problem, and then it changes it up here too. So that's probably the way to do it. Let's start doing that. In app delegate, I'm going to go ahead and pull out what we had in last time. If you're new, basically we had set up parse and then put some code in to make sure that everything worked. It did for us. So now that we have, so now I'm removing it. Now we go to our sign up view controller, and we need to create some outlets. Okay. So main storyboard. What do we do? What's this? There we go. System editor, and it's pulling up a view control. Oh, this sign up view controller. So it should be on automatic and automatically pull it up for you. If it's not, click up here, go to manual, and you can either really manually find it or just click on automatic, and it should be pulling it up. If it's not pulling it up here and you're on this one, are you sure you assigned your file to the right view controller? Because remember, we do have 3. We probably should have done this along the way, but we didn't. So make sure it's not that one or the reset and that kind of stuff. Pull up your document outline, do a little troubleshooting, or hit me up in the chat, and I'd be happy to help you out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click Control and put it right there. This is going to be an outlet called email sign up. I don't really know what a good name is. Let's just go email. Why not? Like, why not simple? Email. I mean, I know what it is. Username. Now, I'm sure if you were on a big project, there's a better way to name it. In fact, maybe leave a comment of what you think best practice naming should be. I know my SignUp view controller, email, username, password, like, I don't know. Some things are more obvious to me than other people, but I'm also building it. So now sign up, we're going to push over here, and we're going to make this one an action. So make sure you go to the thing up there, and you look at connection action. What this does is it makes it a function, I believe. And so we're going to have this function perform a service or perform something when it's clicked. Or in this case, the name of it will be SignUp pressed. See, that's good naming convention. We're going to use what's called lower camel case or upper camel case, whatever. When you put the first one small and the rest big. Touch up inside is when it is touched in here. It does it. So boom. I open it. I put all the space. My programmer friends hate how much space I have. But oh well. Now, what we need to do is go back to the documentation. So this is what they do for signing up. Let's try it. In that you should not ever copy paste code like I just did. And let's get rid of this one because it probably has too many. We don't need, so let's look at their code. We don't need this function my method. Why? Because the action creates a function for us. So we can remove this. Var user, well, you got to have that. So we have to have a variable saying, saying var user equals pf user. That's standard from everything I've seen. Everyone does that. Now, the next piece, I'm going to change to username, user.username. That's what we want, and that's going to equal something else. So let's get all that out of the way. That's going to equal now the username dot text. Now, whether this is user, oh, actually, so this username has to be whatever this is. I bet you. If I made this username field, username, hey, okay, so we named the, okay, now I understand. I was confused why everyone had different things. Okay, well, awesome. Well, I don't think we can do this then. Let's do username field, password field. I know it's redundant, but did I spell field right? Yeah, username. Awesome, look at that. Okay, so we're going to do this. And the most important thing is we're taking the text. This is saying in relation, we're taking the text field that's in this view. In relation to it, something like that. Now we're going to take, let's do, what do we got here next, right? So they do the username password thing too. But now, so my password they're saying is equal to whatever I called it, right? And we're going to do this one. Password field dot text. Cool. I would do email, but on this one, I'm going to skip it. I know I have it listed here, but I'm going to skip it for this one because it's kind of a pain to have running when you're doing things. So if you want to see email signed up, tell me in the comments or my little form thing I have. You guys can add it or edit, or watch one another or figure it out for yourself. It shouldn't be hard. See, it says other fields can be added just like phone. So just like they added phone, you should be able to do email. I'm getting rid of phone. Now, this is where it gets juicy. Not juicy, but starting to get interesting. Sign up in background will block. That's the important one. What we're then going to have is succeed. Okay, so this is where I'm not sure how it all works. Succeed. I was going to do, so like success, I think. Yes. Yeah, I was going to do success, comma, error. I don't know what the others are. I've seen this a lot, like this, success, error, and then you have the void in. In fact, I get links like that. Now, okay, now let's see what this next one is here. If let. That is straight up from their code, right? Let's look. Yeah, so they have the if let error equals error. So we don't want to say error. We want to say if let the error is equal to nil. So we're saying if there's no error, don't. So if the error is nil, we're going to go ahead and go log in, which then we would use a segue. So we're going to do self.perform segue with identifier right there. And then I hit enter again to get a darker blue on it. And I'm going to say, with the identifier string, the identifier of my segue will be called login. And the sender, I can hit tab to move over and then hit enter. And that will be self, because it's this thing that's sending it. Yes. Then we'll have here close brackets, else, boom. So now this is where you could be almost a beginner and trying to follow along. It might be making sense. If not, I recommend go buy a book, go read some stuff, get a Udemy tutorial. They're like $10. Don't pay more than $10 or $15 for them. Okay, error string equal error user info error. Sure. So this is where I get nervous because it gets all red. Don't worry about it. We're following the instructions. So get rid of all of it. How's it look? Do we have reds? What is this? Oh, we don't want equaling. We want it to be double equals because we actually want it to equal it, right? Variable binding in a condition needs an initializer. An initializer okay, so we might or might not have the error, so that's why we want to unwrap it. Let's go to the storyboard here and say, how do we get here? This guy, which means this is where the identifier goes, where it was login. Boom. So that's what's going to perform here, is this login. Let's try running. Fail. If let error equal nil. When I've heard it needs to be initialized, I've heard of that, but that doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's you know what? Let's see. It's because it needs this. It needs that. And then we need one here, like that. So that's one thing. I'm running. I don't know. I don't know if it worked or not. Um, let's see what the program does, then I'll try to explain what I think happened. So a lot of that, what you saw me doing, was what I've kind of had to learn. Oh, we didn't connect our outlets. We should have. It should be fine. Okay. We're getting some errors. Um, let's see. Terminating app. So this is your debugger pane right here. Terminating app due to uncaught exception. Sign up view controller. Oh, I think it's upset because I have email in there and I'm not doing anything with it. Go back to main storyboard. Click here. So let's see. Since we changed it, I don't think any of this stuff is hooked up. So I'm dragging from here. You can do it other ways as well. You saw me create it from the first time. I'm gonna hit play. I think it kind of should be working. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Sign up? No, not doesn't like it at all. Does not like it at all. So this is a basic error. Same thing as saying app delegate return true. Main storyboard. Okay. Let's have a let so it's happy. Let's go look at the documentation, see if we can figure something out here. So user dot sign up in background will block. User dot sign up in background with block. Oh, it has this first, but then it doesn't need that. I think it does though. I'm really sure it does need this. But, you know, let's screw it. Let's try it. Yeah, see, it doesn't like that. It's not gonna. Xcode's weird, man. It does sometimes takes a while to figure out if there's errors or not. I'm not liking my else statement here, where the error user info. That doesn't look right to me. I don't think I've ever seen anything crazy like that before. So what I'm gonna do, go back to storyboard. I'm gonna get rid of this. This should be. I got some notes here. Let's get the notes out. User.signup in background with block. Success error void in. If error equals nil. Got another one. Sender nil, maybe sender nil. Let me see the other one. It's hard to. So let's go sender nil because I had the self performing it, and then else let error equal error self dot show error. Now I'm cheating. I'm getting help from Ray Wunderlich right now. So I want you guys to see this. I just got some help from this guy. I'm trying his implementation right here because everything else was not working. So this is great. If you can see, this is Ray Wunderlich parse tutorial. Problem I had with it, it's old. June. Out of date. Wasn't working for me. Let's give it a whirl. Let's see. I'm learning. This is what I do. Let error equal. It doesn't like that, does it? Doesn't like if let error. Could this be like error view? Anything? I don't know. I'm hoping it doesn't even ever have. Oh, error view. See, we can't have error view. We have error, like capital. Is that how you spell error, actually? Yeah. Well, shoot. Okay, let's, I'm gonna go ahead and file. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna pull up one of my old projects and see what I did in there. Contract postage. Where is it? My view controller. So I had a sign up button. So I had like activities in here. This is from a Rob Percival's tutorial, and it was crazy. See, he has this. Let's do this. Command C. Go back here. Right there. User.signup in background block. Same thing. Success error. I'm having if. Let's see what else I had. Because the other one didn't work. If error equals nil, that's what we got. I'm going to do this. Perform segue with identifier. So if error, that looks good so far. That means we had a sign up successful. We're doing that. Else, we're going to let error equals error. Self.show error view. And we're going to have to put that guy back. Okay, so far so good. We're looking at less errors. Else, if let error string error as string. Yeah, look at that. Very similar to what we had before that it auto-corrected to. I just didn't know really what it meant. I'm gonna put it in here and let's compare it how close we were. Because maybe you got it, maybe you didn't, maybe you tried and you were trying to figure it out. So the if let is on unwrapping an optional. It's like a really safe way to unwrap an optional thing. So we're saying if let our error string equals error, and we're not sure if we have one there. We're going to take the user info error as a string. Error message. If you can explain it, great. My plan is to find someone who can better explain it to me and get it all written up for everybody. Because right now, I'm not exactly sure. Are we still getting an error? Let's check my other project. Did I have error message somewhere? Oh, I did. So we don't want to do error message. Let's just print it. I remember doing that one time. Print error. Just do that. That's cheating because I guess it's not cheating, but I think that's what I think you just print it. If we could even get to the freaking page. What's going on? We gotta find out what's going on here. Man. Let's go look at the documentation. Alright, let's read through this. So you know what? I'm gonna do exactly what they have. Let's try that. Let's go back to what they got. So this is programming. Welcome to it. So even myself, who's done it quite a few times, always getting messed up here, getting caught up, not making sense. Let's see if it's that. I'm gonna Command Z and put it here. So I got the sign up successful. So I should be able to do that. Okay. Now it doesn't like that, which means typically we need another. Oh, that was not a good sound. Okay. It's not that. Override function. What's this? Expected declaration. Yeah, see? Crazy. Now, it wants us to delete that. Let it ride. Now, if anything, this should work fine, yet we won't be able to get to that page because we never actually fixed our problem. Exactly. So what we have done is we have a sign-up view controller. We've got pieces connected. Somewhere on our main storyboard for some reason. Let's see. Login. Oh, we wouldn't perform this identifier. Wow, guys. Basically, real quickly, let's throw one more view controller in here. We're going to click here. Boom. Hit show. This one would be the login one, right? That's what was messing us up. So I told you it's an easy error. It's because it is. At the end of the day, it was just a segue that was messed up. I had put the one going from login to sign up is login. That's not true. Once you log in, we ultimately want you to use this segue right here, getting from one to the other. Now we might change it later, and let's change this really quickly. Let's throw a view on it, UI. View, so you can see I'm not pulling your string. I know some stuff takes me a little while to figure it all out, and we're gonna make this view just so you know we got it done. I'm gonna look so silly if it didn't work. Excuse me. Moment of truth. Was I right or was I wrong? Oh my gosh, I was so wrong. Really thought that was it. Not key value component for the key email. Man. You know what? Fine. User dot email equals email field dot text. Is that really what it was? No. See? Because that shouldn't matter. We're getting a thread 1 SigAlert. SigBird. We have parse and bolts. We have parse and bolts. UI kit, UI kit. You know, I feel like I moved the reference folder down into to it. Let's try that. No, see, that shouldn't have been it either. What in the world? My sign up view controller. Set value for undefined key. This class is not a key. What if I do this? Something with email, right? Well, you know what? Oh, I bet if we hit control. There you go, guys. I bet you this is the problem. I told you I was one of the simple ones. Well, we need to make a list that shows you all the simple error things to run through real quick, because this is one of them. If you hit control on the sign up view controller, when we change this name from one to the other, man, look at it. It remembered it and threw up all these errors. So that's one. You can go ahead and click the X and click the X again. That's it. That was the error. If that's not the error, I'm stopping. No, I'm going to push forward. But see, succeeded. It's a good sign. I mean, it's always succeeded, but sign up. Boom, guys. I told you, but I don't want to do email. So I'm going to run it again. Show you it still works. Log in, sign up. Oh, sign up. Skipping that. Username. Chazzy9. If you see me around, say hello. Password will be 1234. And sign up. Wow, guys, we did it. I can't believe we actually did it. That's so cool. I am smiling ear to ear right now. I'm going to show you one other thing real quick. If you click over here on password and you go down to secure text entry. So it's under text field, secure text entry. Last thing in the text field, right above control. Right there, guys. That's so cool. No, just leave it there. So cool. Now when you run it one more time, you will see it work. Sign up. Look at that. And now when you enter a password, it doesn't show you. So now you guys can't hack me. Ha ha ha. Extra homework. let's figure out some of the stuff we said in this in the video and get those down, and then add email. Can you do it with email? I found it annoying because when I had to sign up a few users, I don't want to have to enter emails every time. It's a pain. Oh, and before we go, let's look at parse. Let's see what we did. If we hit refresh, we should have a user. There he is. Boom. And we can enter more stuff. And that's what I want to show you next. I want to add something to the user next. Because I want him to be a user with type something. I'm going to show you how I've discovered it, and we're going to talk about how another way to do it too. Till next time, guys. Thanks.